Alright, just a quick little video on the Cold Steel Trail Boss. I was using it for about the second time today, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it on here. The head started coming loose. I did not think I was going to have a problem with that because you can see the two, let's see if I can get a good shot on that. They actually have two cylinder wedges in there. So I'm back and forth. I went to Lowe's. This only cost me about $1.25, but I'm glad they have all this extra material on here so I can try to beat this down more. And hopefully just putting one of these metal wedges in the center, it will fix the problem. But I'm thinking about taking this off, stripping it, but I don't know, because once I get this off, I do not think I'm going to be able to get the metal wedges out. So I think my only chance is still saving this handle is to beat this on more and try to put one of these metal wedges in there to see if it'll stop. So basically, I just tested this a little bit, cleaning up some small trees and brush that was growing along my fence line. And then I had some seasoned pieces of walnut that somebody had cut before I moved here, and it left, so I was like, well, let me see how it splits. And as soon as I threw it into the walnut one time, I tried to get the head out and it was rocking. I don't know if you can tell that much. So basically, I put a rosewood stain on this and then put boiled linseed oil. I wasn't sure. I put a little lanyard, but I wasn't sure about putting this. This is rubber type of tape. It's for fixing like plumbing leaks, but it like flexes onto itself. It doesn't actually have a sticky adhesive, and I just put electrical tape on the ends to keep it from peeling out. But I don't know how I like it. I bought some athletic tape. I might change it out, and I may just leave it off altogether because I really like how it looks better with just all wood. But if I do keep it all wood, I want to take this black paint off and maybe blue it. But the only thing I've done to it since I've gotten it is sharpened it because it didn't come really sharp. But they send you a little plastic guard, and when I took it out of the box, it had already like cut through that. I don't know if it fell during shipping or something, and the force made it pop through. And there was also a little chip in the blade, so I had to resharpen it. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little. I mean, I thought this thing was going to be one of the best that Cold Steel offers, one chopping wise. I knew it wasn't going to be that great of a splitter because it's not very, very thick. It's more of a chopping style, which is fine, which is what I need it for. But yeah, just one whack at that seasoned walnut, and it was peeling or rocking back and forth. So I'll let you guys know when I update how tight it is after I do the wedge, and maybe I'll do another video just to let you guys know how I fixed it, whether I got this all the way off. But a lot of people complain about the extra material in here because it's choking up on it. They think it's kind of big. It doesn't fit my hands too bad, but I'm glad they did that, because if the handle is to be a problem like mine, I can always take that off. And you can see that wedge wasn't very. I'm really curious to take. I really want to take that black paint off because I want to see if that's the only wedge they put. It almost makes me think that they didn't split the wood and actually put a wood wedge. It makes me think that they just, you know, ran that on there and put them two metal wedges. which may have been fine just chop. I mean, I really wasn't using it that hard. I tried one whack and a split and then it was rocking off. Now, does that mean for the money don't buy one of these? No, for the money I don't see you getting an axe really of this quality, but I don't know. You know, if you don't really know how to fix an axe handle, then I think you can still take it to places and probably pay them, you know, 10 or 15 bucks to throw the handle on for you, but I don't know. I'll see if I can, once I figure out what I'm going to do, maybe I'll videotape myself doing it, just show you guys how I fixed it. Alright, until next time, y'all have a good one. Alright, so I've come to the conclusion. Doesn't look like there's any split wedge on this cold steel. This Trail Boss, it just has 2 circle wedges, and it has come loose on me today. And I thought about just putting a little metal wedge in the middle, but because it's not, there's no wedge spreading apart the wood, I'm pretty sure that's why it came loose. So what I'm going to do is hack it off right here, clean it out, and sand this down to be able to get this on and actually split it and put a real wedge in there, how an axe is supposed to be held on. So yeah, I will take a couple little videos step by step as I do it, but until now I'm actually going to try out something else beforehand. There's a wood stove in my garage, and I just got this cheap magnesium fire starter. So you scrape this magnesium, comes off in shavings, and it's flammable. So you have a flammable fire starter to start off with. So I got some wood, and I'm getting ready to go to the wood stove, and I will set this up and we will see how this thing works out. Alright. Alright guys, so I just cut the head off of my cold steel Trail Boss. I cut it flush with the edge, and as you can see, they don't put any wedge in there. They just put them 2 little circle wedges. They don't put no wood wedge, which is why mine came loose. Just use this Irwin wood saw. Just cut it flush even. I will now have to form this, shave it down some to get it back on, but that's one good thing about the handle is you got more. And as you can see, you know, there's plenty there to get another head on. But now I will set this up in the vise and drill everything out and try to get all this out. Alright. Just to show y'all some of the progress, we got 2 holes drilled, and I'm kind of just starting off with these smaller holes, and I will drill them out bigger with a bigger drill bit. Just kind of using a pilot bit, and the screw came off into this. Hopefully I can get enough on there to get that out though with the drill bit. These were just some drills that came in a little DeWalt pack, and yeah, the chuck that goes in, or the part that goes into the chuck of the screwdriver, drill bit pulled right out. Just my luck, but we're gonna keep at it. Alright, so after cutting the head off the handle, got it out, what I did was I took the top and drilled 3 pilot holes, then a 1/4 inch bit, and did 3 holes, and then I just took one of these little construction flat head screwdrivers, got the metal on the back, and I just basically went flat between each hole, nailed it down a little bit on each one. Where it cracked, flipped it over, did the same thing on the back side, and after it cracked, I just put it on one of these and it just hit right out. It's not too bad to get out, but you can see, yeah, Cold Steel does not have any kind of wood wedge that goes on their handle. It's just these two little metal wedges, which I kind of disagree with. So now we are going to do it right. Alright, so now I have to take what is left of the handle. I know this is as far down as it would go, so I'm going to have to shave this. And then we will see if we can get it in. Once we can start to get it in, we will put a split in the middle. Just take your coping saw and cut your line down. Then we will fit it in, nail the wedges in with the metal wedge. Alright, so I will start recording once we get to the next step. So this is just how I'm starting off sanding it down. Just gotta be careful not to take too much off. And what I did is, got too much shit out. I measured the thickness of what I'm going to need, or the length on the handle, and just marked a ring around it all the way, just to start sanding down. I know I'm going to take quite a bit down, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off so I don't bore y'all sanding the whole time. Just show you an update in a minute. So I'm still sanding, trying to get the right fit for my head. And something that always happens, because I only have a little teeny battery, this is the 7700 Dremel. It's one of the cheaper models, battery models, but the battery doesn't last long. So I put the little sanding wheel in my drill because I have multiple batteries for this, and while my Dremel is charging, I will continue sanding with this. Works just fine. So just a little trick: if you're you got a battery Dremel and it ran out, throw that damn thing in your battery drill or your corded drill and keep on rocking if you can. Alright guys, so I pretty much got her sanded down for the most part. I went ahead and cut the wedge slot in the handle. I just used I traced it out, just tried to keep it in the middle, and used a coping saw. Just went right down the middle. And what I did, because I didn't want the wedge showing out the bottom of the handle, I just placed this one there, and you can see I went about I left about an eighth of, maybe a heavy eighth of the handle that'll go past that, just so you won't see the wedge at the bottom. But yeah, now I'm going to try to get this thing beat on, and then I will show you all before I smack the wedge in. Alright guys, got her beat on there. I would have liked to maybe get the sanding down just a hair more, but I've been out here for a while and just trying to get it done. It's not bad. I just would have liked to taper that a little more. But as you can see, pretty much at the end, it's really tight getting on there. I mean, you can just feel a teeny tiny lip on this side, but on this side you can't. So I'm just gonna hit her one more time, and then we will take our wedge that we got, and you can drive her on in there. First, you just put the wood one in there, drive it as far in as you can, and then you cut it off, and then you take your metal ones and run them across to keep that wooden wedge from driving back. So I'm going to drive my wedges in, and I'll take another little clip for you.